Are you tired of feeling neglected or abandoned every time you are experiencing strong or negative emotion and attempt to have a conversation about it with your loved one, your partner, your relative, your friend? If you've been feeling more isolated in your emotion and less connected in your emotion, it's simply because you might not have learned a few very simple skills that we've been talking about the past couple of posts, and that is effective emotional expression. What most of us have modeled for us is the exact opposite of what makes people feel closer to us or what welcomes people into your pain. If you think about it, I want to welcome you into understanding what I'm feeling. But in order for me to do that, I first have to own that these are my feelings. These feelings belong to me. And so, in the first two steps, it's you taking ownership that you are feeling crazy and you may not have words for what this feeling is, and that you need to care for yourself first before you go and demand for someone else to take care of you. Going back to the conversations that we've been having about the villain victim deception, when you believe that another person is the villain and that you are the victim, then what you will do instinctively is attack the villain because you feel that what they did was on purpose. You feel that they want to hurt you. You feel that they want to have the upper hand on you. And this could be true, but it could just be your feelings. It could just be you coming from a framework where you see yourself as a powerless person and this other person has the power to hurt you and you have no power at all. So this is why the first two steps are so important, because this is your power. It's your power to put words to your emotion. It's your power to allow the funk of the negative emotion to dissipate before you attempt to re-engage with the person that you love. And so that leads us to step 3, where you engage without attack. Engaging without attack is a personal power. It's saying to you, hey, I had to take some time to really kind of think through what I was feeling, because I was feeling frustrated when this happened. Now, that's a lot different than saying you made me mad. When I say you made me mad, I'm lying. You know why I'm lying? Because another person cannot make me do what I don't want to do. You can't make me feel anyway. I can experience a negative emotion as a result of something you did, but I choose how I'm going to respond. And I hope you see the difference here. It's about understanding that no one controls how you feel. No one makes you feel any kind of way. No one forces you into an emotional reaction. You choose to react. So now when I come back to you after I've had a whole conversation with myself, when I've compassionately confronted myself, what am I feeling? How can I take care of myself? Did this person want to hurt me when they did what they did? Was this accidental? Do they even realize what they did? There are too many questions here to come back and say to a person, you made me mad. Even when you're convinced that someone lied to you, and I'll talk I'll talk in a separate post about how to respond when you know someone's lying. But even when you're dealing with somebody who is trying to get away from accountability, trying not to own their responsibility in the situation, they still don't make you act a fool. They still don't make you erupt in anger. They still don't make you just start throwing things. No one makes you do that. You choose to do that. So when you come back with words and you come back having taken care of yourself and you come back having allowed the gas from the volcano getting ready to erupt, you've allowed those things to dissipate. You come back and you engage from a place of ownership. This is how I'm feeling. And it's because when this happened, it communicated this to me. The situation communicated this to me. This is what I thought you meant to communicate to me. You were communicating to me that I'm not important. You were communicating to me that the kids come before me. You were communicating to me that you didn't care about what my needs are. But that is what the situation communicated to me. Do you see the difference? Rather than coming and say to you, you don't care about me, you care more about your kids than you care about me. Attack, attack, attack. The natural response to an attack is defense, defense, defense. You've already made a conclusion about another person's intention because of the way that you feel. And that is not going to invite connection. That's going to invite defense. And that is going to create more and more distance. And that's why you get less of what you really want. So, the practical tips here, you want to first be able to put words to what you're feeling. Second, you want to be able to kind of let the room air out. And third, you want to be able to express these things with words from a perspective of what your experience was without attacking the other person. There's more to come, but these three things are very simple ways of expressing your emotion more effectively, allowing yourself to be heard, and limiting or minimizing the amount of defensiveness that always makes strong emotional situations absolutely worse. Be blessed and encouraged.